All rise. Support court with Judge Van Der Bee is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB1068, Clark case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You may be seated. Man, it's a lot of people that didn't want to come to court today. Makes my job easier. Okay. All right. Looks like Mr. Clark, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
I'm married and not happy about my wife going out all the time. Girls' night seems like every other weekend. When we try to do something romantic, she's like, I prefer to go out with my girls, happy hour. So I'm suspecting she's cheating. So,
okay. So because she is with her girls and not spending as much time with you, you think she's cheating?
Yeah, I text her while she's out, she don't respond. I ask her, send her a picture where you are so I can see what's going on with the post on social media. I don't get any type of messages. So, I'm kind of insecure with why.
All right, folks, buckle up. Today we're diving into the drama of the Clark case. Mr. Clark is in court seeking spousal maintenance, claiming his wife has emotionally checked out of their marriage. According to him, she spends more time with her friends than with him, leaving him feeling isolated and overlooked. Though he hasn't been able to prove it, Mr. Clark also suspects infidelity, suspicions that have only added fuel to his emotional fire and driven him to take legal action. As the judge calls the courtroom to order, Mr. Clark lays out his case, revealing that this battle is fueled less by law and more by heartbreak. With emotions running high and personal matters on full display, let's see how this courtroom drama unfolds.
Not having anything in our relationship happen the way it's supposed to as a married couple.
Okay. You all still live in the same home?
Yes, we do.
Do you have any children?
No.
Okay. You see her every day?
Yeah.
Do you try to discuss it with her then?
She don't want to hear it. She don't go in the kitchen to talk. That's where I expect her to be, where I can corner her, but she don't talk. So,
all right.
I got things to do. I got errands to run, so I let her be, so I'm not like smothering her. But when it comes down to playing the role to reservations, my girlfriends. So.
Okay. Have you ever confronted her about cheating on you?
No.
All right. It looks like you came because you're wanting to get some sort of spousal maintenance from her.
Yeah, because we're pretty much done. There's nothing happening in our relationship intimate-wise. So, I pay all the bills, 2 cars. She don't pay no gas in the car. So, I need her to either get going or tell me what's really going on.
All right.
I've got things to do, errands to run, so I give her space. I'm not trying to smother her or anything. But when it comes time to settle down, make plans, even just grab dinner, it's always my girlfriends, my girlfriends, my girlfriends. The judge cuts in, asking the big question, you ever directly confronted her about cheating on you? His answer, it becomes clear that Mr. Clark is here not just for answers, but for support. Specifically, spousal maintenance. We're basically done, he admits. There's nothing happening in our relationship anymore.
You pay all the bills, you say, so you make more money than her?
Yes.
Do you know where she is? Have you talked to her at all? Is she with the girls right now while court is going on?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, if you're the one making more money, I don't see how I could honor your request to get spousal maintenance.
Well, she gets an allowance.
All right.
So I want that back.
You want your allowance back?
Yes.
How much of an allowance are you giving her?
I give her $10K a week.
$10,000 a week?
Yeah.
Man, where you work? I'm obviously in the wrong profession. Yeah. Okay. So you got her served to be here today.
Yes.
You do realize that if she were to come to court and ask for spousal maintenance from you, she would probably get it, right?
Most likely, yes.
So you still want to go through?
Yep.
Okay. Are you just doing this because you're mad at her?
Yep.
Well, Mr. Clark, you don't just come to court and file something and ask for a request without the grounds just because you're mad.
Well,
I can empathize with you being mad.
Because I want her attention. So in the court, there's mediation, and she'll know I'm serious.
Well, yes.
The judge listens intently, then quickly gets to the core of the case. Mr. Clark's financial situation. She highlights a critical point. He actually makes far more than his and even gives her a hefty $10,000 weekly allowance. Digs deeper, Mr. Clark admits something telling. This case isn't really about financial hardship. It's about frustration and a last-ditch attempt to make his wife notice the strain in their relationship. The judge, clearly unimpressed, doesn't hold. She firmly calls out the misuse of the court system, reminding him that the courtroom isn't a place for settling personal grievances or emotional scores. This moment pivots the case away from legal argument and shines a light on the emotional weight behind Mr. Clark's claim, ultimately revealing just how flimsy his ground for spousal support truly are.
Yes and no, right? So you don't want to file a lawsuit to necessarily get your spouse's attention because you're not getting the affection that you're looking for. You can threaten her with a lawsuit, or you can draft one out and show it to her, but to actually have her serve, set it for a hearing, that kind of takes up my time for somebody who really needs to be in here. So it's a waste of resources. I mean, I get what you're saying. I'm married myself, so I definitely understand what you're saying.
Yes.
This is just not the right resource to get her attention. Does that make sense?
Kind of.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do, Mr. Clark. We're going to dismiss your case.
Dismiss the case.
We're going to dismiss it. You do not have grounds to ask for spousal maintenance. You're the breadwinner. You just said you pay all the bills. You give her a $10,000 allowance a week. You don't qualify for spousal maintenance. You have to prove that you do not have the resources to meet your minimum needs.
Okay.
We both know that you do, just based off what you said you do.
Right.
So, yeah, I would have to dismiss your case.
With a firm, unwavering tone, the judge dismisses Mr. Clark's case. She makes it crystal clear. Spousal maintenance is meant for those who are financially dependent, not for someone who out-earns their spouse, and hands out $10,000 a week in allowances. Before wrapping things up, the judge offers some pointed advice. If Mr. Clark genuinely wants to repair his relationship, he should seek marital counseling, not weaponize the legal system out of frustration or spite. Then comes the final warning. If he goes through with a divorce, it's not support he'll be receiving. It's support he might end up paying. The ruling delivers a sharp reminder: courtroom isn't a place for emotional battles. Legal systems have boundaries, and personal pain doesn't always equal legal justification.
Yeah. Nothing else I can say then.
No, but you know, I thank you for coming to see me, right?
Thank you.
But I also recommend that the two of you seek some sort of counseling, marital counseling. Okay?
Nah, we're beyond marital counseling.
Okay, well, if you decide to come to court and file for a divorce, right?
Yes.
You can do that, but just not with the spousal maintenance part attached. I could foresee her saying she would like to have spousal maintenance. So yeah, I'll have to dismiss your request on that.
Okay.
All right? Is there anything further?
Can I file for bankruptcy then?
I cannot give you legal advice.
Yes.
I would just caution you with doing that if you really don't have a reason to file for bankruptcy. And you definitely will want to consult a bankruptcy attorney before you do that.
Yeah, I just don't want her taking nothing from me. So if she flipped the script, then...
Okay, Mr. Clark, I'm not going to assist you committing fraud. If there is nothing else, you are dismissed.
Thank you.
This comes to a close. Judge Furby delivers a blunt but much-needed reality check. She reinforces the core purpose of spousal maintenance: to support those who are truly in financial need, not to be used as a tool for emotional retaliation. Courtroom, she emphasizes, is not a venue for airing personal grievances or trying to force connection from a distance. It's a place for law, not leverage. Mr. Clark's case becomes a cautionary tale, a clear example of why relationship struggles should be addressed through honest communication and not impulsive legal action. Adjourns the session, leaving us with a lasting message. Courtroom is not the place for misplaced emotion or revenge-fueled decisions.